Hey folks, welcome to Spark. I am so excited about our guest today. We have Dr. Cozette White. What? She is a financial expert guru that is going to really help us understand how do we save money, how do we cut taxes, and how do we become financially astute and financially intelligent. Dr. White, thank you so much for joining us today.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Simon, for inviting me. I'm extremely excited. I love doing these types of things. Thank you.
Awesome. First question out the gate. How has COVID-19 impacted our taxes?
Wow, that's a heavy question because here we are at the top of the season, going into the season, and so many folks are just kind of scrambled right now. But when we think about COVID and we think about how it has truly impacted our finances, number one, there are so many credits that will be available to not only just the business owner. When we think about the business owner, I'm talking about our larger organizations, our Google, our larger Amazons, those corporations, but our smaller business owners, there are tax credits available for those individuals. Also, as we know, many people lost their job, which meant they had to go on unemployment. So the government has put in place what we call our earned income tax credit to still allow those individuals to still earn their earned income tax credit. Because one thing that I want to stress to our listeners and our viewers is that earned income credit is based upon earnings that you earn, meaning you actually go to work and you make that money, not sitting at home and collecting unemployment.
What advice would you give to business owners as it relates to their taxes? What else should they be thinking of and be aware of?
Very good question. As we know, we probably saw, heard, and experienced that last year. A lot of business owners were not prepared. They didn't have their financials together. They are not reviewing their numbers on a regular basis. And some of them were even delinquent with filing tax returns. So for my business owners, I truly, truly want you guys to invest in an advisor, invest in someone that can assist you in looking at the numbers. You should be, as a business owner, you should be in a position where you know where you are driving your funds on a daily basis, not monthly, not quarterly. I'm serious, you guys, on a daily basis. If you don't have that knack for doing it on a daily basis, then please look at your financial statements every single month. And what are the financial statements? And I have to say this because some are still lost with this game, but it's your balance sheet, it's your profit and loss statement, and it's your statement of cash flow. Let me tell you all, when you go for financing, when you go for loans, these are three critical reports that most financial institutions will ask for. So make sure you have an advisor that you can pick up the phone and call and ask them any type of question throughout the year. Maybe they need to assist you with your quarterly taxes. Maybe they need to structure your organization a little different. Put a SEP plan in place. Those types of things. You want to find an advisor that you trust and you can go to, and they're advising you along the way as to what you need to do in your organization. Also, tax planning is vital, you guys. Please take advantage of tax planning. This can eliminate some of the headaches at the end of the year where maybe you owe money. Maybe you can put together some strategies to prevent owing Uncle Sam if you implement and execute timely. All right?
Wow, so good. What other services do you offer in your business?
Very good question. A lot of people assume that all we do is income taxes, but we do tax planning, tax management. We also, of course, prepare the taxes. But on the other side, we offer CFO services. And many people ask me, well, what is a CFO? What is the CFO services? That's more of when we're looking at industry standards. We're looking at benchmarking for the different clients that we service, but we are giving them value-added services. We're looking at their profit and loss statement, allowing them to look at actual versus budgets, helping them with their pricing, looking at pricing margins and taking a deeper dive, looking at some funding, looking at leasing, capital, things of that nature. So that's part of what we do. We also have just recently tapped into the capital funding part. So if there's any small businesses or any size organization for that matter that is looking for capital, looking for funding, we do assist in that arena as well. And so I'm also an author, and also I teach other professionals, tax and accounting professionals, how to really tap into the industry and grow their firm as well.
Tell us real quick, your book is called Business Formation, The Ultimate Guide to Forming Your LLC. It's available on Amazon.com, folks, go get it. What is the key takeaways that we would get from the book that would benefit us as business owners?
The key takeaways is really what are the pros and cons of establishing a limited liability corporation. For those of you who are already limited liability corporations, we also talk about how do you convert to an S corporation, when you're ready, and just really the pros and cons and how to protect yourself.
Awesome. Tell us your backstory. How did you become this financial guru? What attracted you to work in this industry?
Absolutely. So my story, you all, it really started my very first job years ago. I know I look young, but years ago. I took my first W-2 to my grandmother, and I asked her if she would actually do my tax return. And her exact words to me were, go upstairs, get a pen, get some paper. We're going to come down to this table and we are going to do this return together. So it was then and only then that I began, because I was really happy, that I started, shouting and telling my friends, my colleagues that I was doing taxes, and one thing literally led to the next. My background is accounting. I haven't shifted to the left or the right all of these years, you all. And so it just became a desire. I worked in a passion, let me say that, a passion. I stayed in corporate for years, counting others' numbers on the treasury management side, doing the analytical stuff. But I knew that my heart was with our small business owners.